Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson. One of the things I've always wondered about King David in the Bible was why he could be in so many ways so sinful and yet be a man after God's own heart. And I found that to be a mystery a lot of times. But one of the things that clears up the mystery is looking at the book of Psalms. And when you see what David had to say about God, you begin to understand why God said that David was a man after his own heart. Let me read to you from Psalm, the 25th chapter. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore, he teaches sinners in the way. The humble he grates in justice, and the humble he teaches his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth to such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. One thing about David, he understood that God kept him going. And did you hear what I read? That David understood God's testimonies and looked at what God was doing for him. So what David says about God is that he's looking at God on a daily basis and thanking him for the testimony he sees in the things that God made, in the things that God does, in the fact that God gives us life, and the fact that God makes us breathe and helps us to experience the things that we want to know about life and about God, and we do it through our Creator. What about you? Do you do that? You think about the little things during the day that God has done for you and made it possible for you to live day after day after day. That will put you in the heart of God. That'll make him realize that you care about who he is and what he's doing, and you appreciate him. All of us like to be appreciated, and our job is to try to appreciate what God has done for us and for us to appreciate life so that we can do things like God has done for others and for us, and we can help them to experience the love and the peace that they need. So let me give you a tip. To make the day exciting every day, appreciate what God does. Look at the sky, look at the trees, look at the weather, look at yourself, look at your health. Thank God for what he's done. Thank him for what he's giving you, and put yourself in such a place as you would have acting like a man after God's own heart. David remembered God daily and thanked him for everything on a regular basis. Do the same thing. Remember what God does for you day and night. When you go to bed at night, remember what God did for you that day a little bit. You won't remember everything, but you'll remember some, and it'll put you in the heart of God. And then tell other people about it. Tell people how you appreciate who God is and what God has done for you, and then you'll be just like David, a man after God's own heart.